it's a real. Well, like supposedly today, we're supposed to get hit hard today because we've had a pretty mild winter so far. So they're expecting that we're going to just get trounced. Yeah, you know. So when I grew up, my mom was a Marine. So and my dad was a Marine. So we moved around a lot. Um, so I lived in Japan for a little while. I lived pretty much all over the United States. But it wasn't till I got to Seattle, Washington, that I had, and I was old enough to drive. So when basically I was stationed at Tacoma, Washington, which is, for those that don't know, is just south of Seattle. In I mean, obviously, I had been through typhoons. I had been through all kinds of stuff. So like, weather never bothered me. I could drive in it. I could do, man. Let me tell you, when you go to Washington to and you're driving or living, it's oh, was it? It's man, they do not know how to drive in Washington. Like I'm just gonna say it out loud because it rains every day. Like it was a running joke in our unit. We'd get up in the morning, we look outside, right? It'd be clear skies, and you could bet dollars to donuts that it was gonna rain. Like it rained every day, which was fine. I didn't mind, but it was always kind of weird, right? And you'd be think like if you're in Chicago and it's snowing, everybody in Chicago knows how to drive in snow. I'm sure it's the same way in Wisconsin and Michigan. You know how to drive in the snow. And I swear these people in Seattle or whoever was on the road when I was on the road could not drive in the snow. And it blew me away. I was absolutely flabbergasted. It was one of two times in my entire life that I've ever been really like taken aback by people's driving skills. The other being, oh wow, we don't have enough glass. Um, when I got injured, I was down in Texas, and let me tell you, merging. Oh yeah, oh it completely shuts down. Yeah, no, there's no. Yeah, they don't mess around. Um, they shut it all down except for the military bases. Yeah, yeah, well, exactly. They're not like places that get. It's like Texas when it snowed in Texas, everybody was like going crazy. It's like people in the north were like, "Why are you so crazy about it?" It's because they don't know. They're not ready for it. Yeah, yeah. It surprised me in places where the weather is constant, right? So like again, um, Seattle, it's gonna rain all the time. You know, Alaska's gonna have lots of snow. You know what I mean? Um, it amazes me when a place has a lot, or Chicago when it's when it snows, or Michigan when it snows. Places that have a lot of that kind of stuff. It always surprises me when people cannot drive in those conditions, and it's like, haven't you lived here your whole life? Like this should be nothing for you. And it's just some people don't like driving in those conditions. It blows my mind sometimes. It really does. Um, did I push these back far enough? No, I think we need to go back one farther. So yeah, it always tickles me. Exactly. Like if it if it rains, yep, yep. Well, it's funny enough. That's where I was born, South Carolina. My parents were stationed there at the time at Fort Pendleton. I'm gonna. I'm not as familiar with the Marine Corps bases as I am with the Army bases, but um, yeah, that's why I was born on an Army base or a Marine Corps base technically. Yep, I was in Tacoma Fort Lewis. That's where I was stationed at the Striker Brigades. Many many moons ago. Oh, were you at Fort Lewis? Well, yeah, because that's Fort. Actually, funny enough, so exactly what you were talking about, Lauren. There's the Fort Fort Lewis is technically it's a weird base. It's right next to an Air Force base, which is McCord Air Force Base, and so like there's a main strip, a main highway. I think it's Highway 5. It's like a 6-lane highway that runs down, and Fort Lewis is on one side of the highway, and just a little north on the other side of the highway is McCord. And from my understanding, again, which could be terrible, um, is that they combined the bases now because McCord didn't have um, a hospital because they didn't need one. The one of the best hospitals on the West Coast is the the Lewis Fort Lewis Hospital. It's a massive hospital. So all the Air Force guys just went there because it was already ready to go and everything. Why would you? You don't need to go anywhere. Uh, okay, we're making these. So now we need to make those mini particle accelerators. I think is what we're sitting at. That was the last thing we needed for our mini particle accelerators. Particle colliders. Apologies. Yeah. Okay. So let's go get that done because that's going to get our die whatever the second, and it's actually going to use up more of our hydrogen that we've been desperately trying to get rid of because we're not even pulling it from this gas giant. We're just all the byproducts. I am 38 years old. I don't mind. I People get weird about their ages. I don't understand why. I love being in my 30s. Like I really love being in my 30s. I'm really looking forward to my 40s, especially because now that I'm doing this and um, I have no problem with my age. Yeah, 38 years old, almost 39. I'm zeroing in on 39. They're pretty nice. Like we had ours is fire and fire and ice. So that's what we've been getting. If you get a fire and ice, man, let me tell you, your hydrogen problems. Although most of my hydrogen problems come from oil. Like I produce so much excess hydrogen that it stops my oil production, which is a pain in the butt. We have lots of storage. Let's just say I'll have to show you next time we're up there. I have lots of storage for hydrogen. Okay, we need to grab. Oh, did I? First of all, we need to grab these guys. I need to start getting some of this stuff online. on our main base. But oh well. Okay, so we know for sure, full show, that we need. Oh dear lord, some more of these guys. There, perfect, 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 perfect. Cashmere. That's the crystal stuff. Not this one. This one. See, right now, yeah, that's what I'm fracking into to dilithium, and I just um yeah, I'm doing the. I want to get the straight up deuterium, like this is what we're switching to, um, as quick as possible. Yeah, thank God. I need to eat more than that. It really, like, I'm really looking forward to that. And it might sound weird, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Eating the crap out of it. We need to make some more. Our interstellars are getting a little light, little light. Right, what are you missing? I think you're missing like a whole. Oh, you're missing. Yeah, you're missing the graphene. That's what you're missing. All right, we got a lot of these. We'll make 40 more. Oh, you're missing. No, you got everything. Yeah, no, you're missing the graphene. Can you pull in graphene? Oh, huh. I know we're using Mark ones, but we're really. It might be time to increase our graphene production. Might be time. Okay, but first things first. We want particle accelerators. These things are going to be a nightmare. I think. I know the reason why I say that is because it takes 5 items to build these. You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna leave this corridor. Yeah, I've seen them. I just haven't gotten to that. First of all, I haven't unlocked them yet. But hey, this is the end of our line. Hey, that's pretty cool. Um, right now, so my biggest worry right now is copper, and so right now we have very limited copper in this solar system, and I mean limited. I think we have like 200,000 left. We did not get much copper on this seed. So I need to get logistics out there. Um, which is why we're making the push for the greens. We're actually starting to we got to push a little bit. Wait a minute, this needs oh crap. Planetaries only get 4, so this actually has to be an interstellar. Son of a buck. All right. But we don't need to. One more. All right, we're going to suppress this. That should be enough. All right, so we need. What do we need? Okay. Where's our new? There it is. What else do we need? Graphene. Computers. Well, I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. Last thing we need is. I didn't remember it. What's the last thing we need? Oh yeah. Okay. Local demand. Local demand. Local demand. That's gonna be a problem. The graphene's gonna be a problem. Okay. Um, so the next step is obviously go get more graphene. Easy enough. Or we're gonna have to go put more graphene online. Okay. Was it graphene we needed a lot of? No. Okay, that's fine. And our new ones. So yeah, so everything but graphene, and we can start getting our mini particle colliders. And so we had to get those because these bad boys can only be made in a particle collider. And we have everything we need for these, which is nice. Which we need those for these. And I think we have all the diamonds too. So we're ready to rock and roll with graviton lenses, which is a big piece for the greens. The only other thing we need is the quantum chip. Which quantum chip, we already have the processors. So the only thing we need is the glass, which that just takes glass and these bad boys. So we've got some things to put online, but it's really not so bad. Sure, we got. Yeah, see, I almost left too soon. Almost left too soon. Okay. I don't think anything that I need to build. That's okay. Chemical plants, and we need spray coaters. I don't think I put spray coaters online, but I think we have some. Mm, don't we? Yeah, over here. That's chemical plants, which let's go get some while we're here. Down here. It's like I know I put it online. Yeah, we're good. That's more than enough, and that's oil refinery. We get a lot of oil refineries. These are going to need to be internationals. Interstellars, I know, but I like calling them international sometimes. We'll grab some more grab some more. We'll grab some more. Yeah, I think we're fine with that, but we'll grab some more of these. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, perfect. Thank you. Um, oh, yeah. Yeah, because besides the particle accelerator, which is what we're other going to need, we don't need any smelters, is what I'm getting at. Assembler, particle collider. Yeah, so we shouldn't need any smelters unless there's issues, and we'll grab some. Because if I'm thinking about it this much, then there's probably an issue up there that I don't realize. Grab some more belts because you can never have too many belts. And then we'll go and this should be a good day for lots of production. As much as we can get in the next 3 hours and 5 minutes. Which, believe you me, I'd rather stay here and hang out with you guys than go to a doctor's appointment. But unfortunately, so for anybody that doesn't know, prosthetic appointments are kind of a strange thing. It's a lot of, although this prostheticist is really, really good. I actually really like him. But a typical prosthetic appointment is you go, it's like a normal doctor's office. You sit, you go, you get checked in, they call you in the back. So you're sitting in this room that's basically, it's longer than a normal, like, doctor's room, right? Because they have to have a walking lane, right? The problem is, I wish I could, but so the appointment's at 2. There's snow on the ground, so it means when I get up at noon, I got to be out the door by 12:30. I may or may not make it down to my appointment in time, and so it's going to be at least an hour to get down there, bare minimum. And the appointment could take 2 to 3 hours, depending on what he's got to do. If he's got to do a full disassemble and reassemble, it's going to be a long day of just sitting there doing nothing, which I love to do. So if I can get even at the best of circumstances, I don't think I'm going to be done until, okay, where am I going? Until at best I'll be home by 4 p.m. at best, and I think I'll be home about 6. And then I got bowling tonight. So I'm basically getting done with the doctor's appointment and going straight into bowling. So it's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. Again, I'd rather just hang out with you guys. We need graphene. Something fierce. It's not doing the dance we want, and unfortunately, that's not acceptable. So, time to upgrade it to Mark III's. Um, oh, really? Pick it up. Oh, because. Oh, crap. Yeah. Because the Mark IIs are. I forgot. We're about to pick up a lot of Mark II belts. You know what? I don't care. Okay. A lot of Mark II belts. So let's lay down some Mark IIIs before we lay down some Mark IIs. Luckily for me, I don't need to move my proliferators line. I don't need to change anything on that one. I do need you not to go where I don't want you to go. But I'm gonna be constantly checking the weather. If the weather gets bad enough, like it's supposed to, I mean we're supposed to get hit hard. If it's bad enough, I'm gonna be canceling my doctor's appointment because there's no point in going out there when there's a blizzard. That's gonna get in trouble. And again, people can't drive in the snow sometimes. Well, it's not that people can't drive in the snow. Some people are too comfortable driving in the snow in Chicago. So it's actually the complete opposite of when I was in Seattle. Seattle, everybody's scared of the rain. Well, the bad drivers are scared of the rain. In Chicago, they're not scared of it, so they're going 100 miles an hour, and it's like, how far is what? My doctor's appointment? It is 40 miles from my house. Because unfortunately, I can't use the VA that's up near me. They don't have a prosthetic department, so I have to go down into the city of Chicago um, to get to a prostheticist. At least one that I like. There's another one that's technically closer, so it's about 40 miles. Luckily, I can get on most. I can stay on the interstate for a lot of it, or on interstates for a lot of it. Yeah, but it's a bit much for being in a blizzard. And like I said, they people in Chicago do not believe in slowing down for hazardous conditions. Let's just put it like that way. They think 100 mile an hour is perfectly acceptable when it's like 2 inches of visibility. Yeah, some drivers, not all drivers. There are really good Chicago drivers, and there's some really bad Chicago drivers. As with everything, there's goods and there's bads. So, but yeah, it can get pretty wild. Um, but all right, guys, we have hit our first break and my first opportunity to go check on the weather. So let's get up, use the bathroom, grab something to drink, do what we got to do, and we'll be back in 5. Yeah, we're gonna get hammered. All right, see you guys back in 5.